The other day, a friend of mine asked me to define lifestyle. And as I tried to define lifestyle to him, it seemed like it became more and more confusing. So it really pointed out to me that I didn't really have a good definition of what that was. So I went to work on it. Here's what I've come up with. First of all, is our lifestyle an outcome or is it a trajectory? Well, I don't think it's just the outcome. I think our lifestyle means that we're going from the present, who we're being right now, to our future self, who we're in the process of becoming. That creates a trajectory. Now, what determines that trajectory? Well, what determines that trajectory when it comes to lifestyle is my everyday behaviors. Or in other words, if you followed me around for a day and kept track of what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, from that you could say, here is Winston's lifestyle. Now, another way of thinking about lifestyle is this. Since we're known for our behaviors, that's what people see when they watch us, that determines my identity. And this is my identity in motion. So it's changing over time. So since lifestyle is all about everyday behaviors, I came up with 3 different areas where our behaviors matter the most. First, what, when, and how much you eat during the day. Second, what, when, and how much you move during the day. And third, how well, when, and how much you sleep. So if we take a look at these, sleep is my recovery. Movement is my exercise that I'm getting or should be getting. And what I eat is my nutrition. So if we watch somebody for one whole day, we could take note of what they're eating, when they're eating, and how much they're eating, how much they're moving or not moving, and how much or how well they're sleeping. If I looked at those 3, these create the foundation for my everyday behaviors. Or in other words, nutrition, movement, and recovery, those 3 determine my identity. That's what I become known for, because when people observe us, what they're seeing is our behaviors. So if this is my identity, then when we do something, our body has 2 different ways of responding to it because we are adaptation machines. You put a little bit of stress on the body, let it recover, the body gets stronger. You don't put any stress on the body becomes weaker over time. So since we have 2 different ways of responding or adapting to what's going on around us, we can either adapt to action by more movement and exercise, or we can adapt to inaction. Now, either one of those helps us determine what the person's lifestyle is like. So when I think about it, the other question that came up to me was this. Is lifestyle an accident? Is this just something that happens to us? Or is lifestyle a design project? Or in other words, if I take a look at my lifestyle, if I look at how I'm sleeping, how I'm moving, and what I eat, and when I eat, and how much I eat, and if I don't like what I'm seeing there, I can design a different lifestyle. And I can design that by taking a look at my everyday behaviors and starting to modify those. So naturally, if I started eating better, exercising more, and sleeping more, that changes my everyday behaviors, that influences my identity, and this now becomes part of my design project. Or another way of thinking about it is, it totally changes the trajectory from who I am now to who I am becoming in the future. That is my answer for what is a lifestyle. So take a look at your lifestyle. Think about sleeping, movement, and eating, and decide, is that the identity that you want? If it is, good for you. If it's not, you know where to go to work, right?